looks really, really good. Oh, damn good. Hi, my name is Ritz, and I'm the owner of Enclave Bar.sg, and today I'm making the Jade Noodles. Basically, it's my rendition of a cross between a Bak Chor Mee dish and my Thai boat noodles. My mom, she's from Thailand, and my dad is Singaporean Chinese. So I did spend a few years there in Thailand during my very early days, and then moving back to Singapore. And then from then on, it's just basically all our family holidays were at Thailand. So first off, I'm going to be marinating the minced pork. So basically what we're going to marinate it with is fish sauce, corn flour or cornstarch, sesame oil, light soy sauce, and white pepper. A lot of people ask also like how much minced pork you put. To be honest, you can put as much as you like. And this is also where like the exploration part comes in. You don't have to stick to minced pork. You can also use like pork slices, pork belly, anything up to you. Growing up in this mixed household, our version of a home-cooked meal is very different from a lot of the people that I know at that time. So we get a lot of Thai food, but not necessarily your usual Thai food that you see out in your Thai restaurants. It's basically the Chinese food mixed up with Thai ingredients. From what I've observed, I do feel that a lot of Singaporeans can be very comfortable with the food that we eat. We are also creatures of habit. We do things long enough, we will always want to stick to like our favorite chicken rice stall. Why am I passionate about pushing flavors is it's really all about breaking like boundaries. You will sort of like in a way understand the original dish even more and also see how far it can go. Alright, so first up we have the sesame oil. I usually will just eyeball the marinating process, but at the same time, you gotta keep in mind that you also do not want it to be heavily marinated because there'll be a lot of flavors going on. So for the marination process, 20 minutes to half an hour, but if you're in a hurry, 10 minutes will do. And obviously we gotta mix it all up in a bowl so it's evenly spread out. When I was growing up in a Chinese household and a Thai household, we as kids, we really love to eat our mee pork and our Bak Chor Mee. Obviously, my mom, she's not very familiar with the local Chinese ingredients, so she would cook for us her own version of the Thai Bak Chor Mee, which uses spinach noodles. This fish sauce is like the staple. It's like the number one thing you must have. The lime, the squeeze of lime on the top, that zest. Yeah, so that for me just reminds me of home. All right. So you can put this, you can leave it in the fridge for like 10 to 20 minutes. So right now, we're gonna do up the base seasoning for the noodles itself. Yeah, so this is gonna be light soy sauce, it's gonna go in first. We got the dark soy sauce, black vinegar. We got the Golden Mountain sauce. It tastes like a Thai umami soy sauce. And a little bit of pepper as well. You got fish sauce. Me being half Thai, half Chinese, I'm blending what is basically a Bak Chor Mee recipe and replacing it with Thai ingredients. So we got this Thai chili paste, it's called apron. Also another staple, this brand is always a good start. I also was taught to eat a lot of chili from a very young age. When we were younger, we would throw a tantrum, like how kids would do. She actually rubbed like the chili padi on the pacifier and we will immediately stop crying. It's like one of the most painful experiences that you will ever feel as a child. And I think that actually plays a part in me like craving Thai food. I mean, even craving like spicy food. Last two ingredients, pork lard. And last but not least, we got just pure water. So that will help to just dilute everything down a little bit. And from here, you can just give it a mix. I think number one, like how we preserve something that's already there, but at the same time improving it and not losing its roots, right? You have to respect the food that came before you, how it's made, why it's being made, why is it being made in a certain way. Ultimately, you will not lose sight of what it actually is. So, alright, 6 minutes is up. So we're gonna put this egg over into an ice bath. It actually stops the cooking immediately and brings down the temperature. Alright, so right now we're gonna prep the spring onions and the baby kailan. So with these spring onions, it gives off a more fresh of the first bite of the noodles. And next up, we got the kailan. Next step is the main ingredient, spinach noodles. So we're gonna take 1 serving's worth and cook it for 30 seconds. So we're gonna take it out, I'm gonna put it over to the serving bowl. So we want to make sure that the noodles is coated with the sauce so that the taste is consistent. Next up, we have our minced pork, the marinated minced pork, the meatballs, and the baby kailan. This is really your own preference. You can put as much ingredients as you like. For the meatballs, always do odd numbers because even numbers not as nice, especially when it comes to plating. So again, you can take your chopsticks and kind of move them around. Make sure the minced pork is separated. You don't want them to be clumping up so that it kind of cooks evenly. So the meatball and the minced pork and baby kailan is cooked. So we're gonna plate it. To me, this is my version of a comfort food. This can range from like me being hungover, especially now that I've moved out of my family home. Thai craving is constantly there. This is a simple meal that can kind of transport me back into where I grew up, basically. In Thai cuisine, if you've been to any of the noodle shop or the boat noodles, they always have this little tumbler of like 4 different sauces in there. So first off, we're gonna put in the dried shrimp chili flakes in there. So this one we're using is a little bit more on the spicier side. Next up, we got the soft-boiled egg. So we're gonna halve it. Fried garlic. Just a little bit will do. You can go crazy with the pork lard with this. And sprinkle on the spring onions. Sort of gonna like drizzle the leftover sauce. On your first bite, you wanna have the flavor of the base of the sauce along the noodles, the dried shrimp chili flakes, and the pork lard. Last but not least, and the final step is a wedge of lime. This will give it more of an acidic taste, a bit more refreshing, and something a bit more bright. This is the Thai Jade Noodles. This is something that is a cross culture between Thailand and Singaporean Chinese. So I really do encourage everybody to experiment and explore the world of flavors no matter where you're from. So this is what will bring us more joy and more food to the table. And we're gonna mix it up. It looks really, really good. You get the spice kick immediately, followed by the lime, and with like the base sauce, you get your fish sauce, a little bit of sweetness from the soy sauce as well. And a combination of like the marination from the pork also helps a lot. Best meal for a late night out, something that's so simple, can satisfy your cravings. The most important thing at the end of the day is that you're enjoying the dish that you are having. I implore everybody to push the boundaries, find new ways to create a variation while still paying homage to its roots. Explore many and different types of flavors. The world is your oyster.